Whoa, are you here because you want to be exposed to new and familiar Roguelikes games with huge news in the Big 2-6? Well, subscribe because I'll talk about it someday.
I'm really into this cup and ball now. Whoa!
The year is 2017, towards the end. You're somewhere on the internet. Don't ask me where that was. I wasn't really alive until like 2019. My frontal lobe was looking exactly like it was 5 years prior. In fact, I'm still developing it for another like 6 months. Anyways, mental ineptitude aside, Slay the Spire is an almost grimdank but very welcoming environment that you traverse with cards. It's enticing, you want to learn more, so you venture through this so-called spire, but it's advertised as unfinished. That's right, this concept called early access. Maybe you're satisfied with this product and you have no clue what could be improved upon. Maybe you cast it to the exhaust pile because there aren't enough guns and scantily clad women for you to save in this slime-dominated spire because you'd never passed Act 1. I honestly don't know where this is going, so let's get to the main video idea. That's right, a new year means new games, and new games don't really care about the calendar, but it gives me the chance to generally have an idea and point at it with a little pog face. Today I'd like to bring forth some of the most obvious knowledge to me, but I've been following some of these games for like 2 years now, so it would be. And hey, maybe you're new here and you haven't seen the multiple videos I've posted on some of these games already. So in case you don't know who I am, which you don't, let me introduce you to the games, not me. Really quick, I just wanted to get some really obvious ones out of the way because we already have our firm hands around them, honestly a little bit too firm at times, but that's exactly how I like my games, especially when they're in early access. Windblown, Nine Kings, and the Spell Brigade are all games I have been gushing over for, honestly, almost 2 years. Nine Kings is more of a recent development, but I've been gushing over these games for a while, and they are finally dropping 1.0 this year. I mean, it's been confirmed from Nine Kings and Windblown, and Spell Brigade, I'm kind of, gently nudging it, being like, hey, you guys have been working on some really good stuff over here, haven't really solidified a 2026 release date, but I know it's in there. I know it's in there. So I'm calling it out. Spell Brigade 2026. If I'm wrong, there's zero repercussions, so I can just say shit. So pop the champagne and pull an all-nighter because these games deserve one more run. I don't care if that was cheesy, you can seize me with your teeth. Windblown has consistently been hitting us with banger content updates followed by bassy thumping additions to the game. Month after month we're being hit with huge loads consisting of places to go, quality of life updates, new weapons, new trinkets, you name it. More maps means more lore, which allows us to go even deeper into this vortex than we ever were before. Most recently we got the Fungal Bloom update, which takes the second first stage map and gives it a completely new makeover, rendering it completely new looking, feeling, sounding. At this point, we've gotten so many new additions to the game that I genuinely don't know what we could possibly get on 1.0. The only thing teased in this roadmap from 2024, late 2024, is that they might be adding new game modes, which I don't even know what that means for a roguelike like this. So whatever that could possibly mean, it's not going to change my mind in that I want it now, obviously, like a greedy little gremlin. I just want to, play the video game and play an officially 1.0 launched non-early access game and just bask. I've been diving into Windblown for a while now. I'm mostly here just to enjoy the ride. I'm not like a theoretical or ideas guy when it comes to contemplating what's coming. I'm just more than happy to share this game with people. Next up is an old but familiar face because the original overview video I uploaded for it is consistently getting views every single week, and it's over a year and a half old. My original quick overview video for the Spell Brigade covers a very, very early version of this game. I am so thrilled that this is in my catalog and that I can compare that video to hopefully a video upon 1.0 and just compare the two differences. I'm really excited to talk on not only what they've added on 1.0, but also what they've added since the original early access release. I've said it at least twice now, Windblown's early access was absolutely perfect, and if that's perfection, the Spell Brigade is hot on their tail. If you are genuinely interested in the development of this game, I highly recommend you join their Discord because there is a channel in there specifically for development where multiple times a week they show you what they're working on, what they're going to improve, what they're going to add, new teasers to new maps, new teasers to more, special abilities and special characters. The Spell Brigade now has 4 lively maps, perfect for literally any reason. And I believe 9, count them, 9 new Brigadiers to play, each with their own signature ability and set of abilities that just allows them to have a little bit different play style. Just like Windblown, I'm genuinely curious to what they could offer upon a 1.0 release. I'm really hoping it's not not going to be like a situation of, hey, you know, we've been dating for like 10 years. Why don't we finally, you know, tie the knot and get married? It's just kind of like that easy push over, like, oh yeah, now we're in 1.0. I want it to be like a celebration. So best of luck, Bulls Blaster Games and Motion Twin. I will be cheering for you. Which gently leads us into our third one from Sad Socket, Nine Kings. The evolution and straight up growth of Nine Kings throughout the year of 2025 was truly special. From being a random game I discarded in a very early Next Fest in 2025 to being my actual favorite new game of 2025 and being recognized by Megacrit as one of the best deck building roguelikes of the year. I've yapped enough about this game in recent memory, so I think I'll just have to leave that dead horse to get cold and rot, and I'll take my fingerprints elsewhere. I just gotta get off this crime scene. Again, these games don't have an official date for 1.0 release, but it will be happening hopefully soon. What is this transition? But what if you've got grease-covered, lotioned up, butter-fried fingers that just can't grasp anything to save your hot, bothered, and unfortunate life? Who wrote this? Well, that's quite alright, because the final three games I want to talk about haven't even released yet. They'll be coming out in Q1. To possible dismay, they're also going to all be released in early access. This could go one of two or three or many, many more ways, but I'll save the concept of early access talk for another video, so if you're interested, hit subscribe and stay tuned. If that scratches your baby oiled up chin to the point of chafing, who wrote this script? Anywho, no more stalling. That is right, Slay the Spire 2 is finally being released in March. We don't have an exact date, but it is March, which is 2 months away, which means in 2 months we could have Slay the Spire 2 in our hands. That's all I'm going to say about that. Our good friends of the channel, Big Distraction, wink, wink, hey guys, are also launching their up to 8-player action roguelite game this month. Subsequently dubbed Longing Oracle of Rational Top, also just LORT for short. This comes out less than 2 weeks away on the 21st. This is where I'd nudge you a little bit too aggressively if we were at a house party and there was a TV that was playing my LORT video up. They announced that there is a huge amount of change from the current active demo available on the Steam page to this version of early access they're going to be launching into. So if you're interested in that, I wouldn't even spoil yourself with the current beta version of the game. Just launch into the early access when it comes out. I'm psyched for this launch and I hope to see you there. Then my final eye-grabbing friend slop level tactical FPS co-op, very, very, very soft roguelite of the day, Rogue Point, published by Team 17 and Crowbar Collective, I think. I'm really excited to learn more about this game to the point that I wishlisted this game back in June of last year and have just now recently watched the trailer. It looks as full of funny moments and goofs and gaffs as a whimsical man like myself could hope for. So I'm hoping that the launch of Rogue Point into early access is also going to mark a sort of change going on around here. As you can see, I've been trying to focus more of myself off of the just basic overview commentary of here's a game, let me introduce you to the game, to more of a thought-provoking, you know, actually commentary style video with a general topic. So hopefully it won't be a sad attempt at making more ideological videos, but we'll see, time will tell, hit subscribe. And that's really it. These 6 games have scratched all of the topsoil, all of the rich, nutrient-filled, delicious topsoil of the anthill of games that I'm looking forward to this year. This isn't mentioning, of course, the DLCs coming out for games that we already know and love, like Gatekeeper and Dead Zone Rogue, but I also don't want to overhype myself because only one of these is set to release to come out this month, and that's LORT. So I need to be able to drip feed myself all of the brain chemicals that keep life interesting, rather than just pulling the cord of a 25-gallon bucket and releasing a 7-day weekend's worth of leisure, carelessness, and excitement all at once, just completely casting away all of my real responsibilities until they've been piled up enough to just completely burst out of my closet, trapping me underneath a pile of newspapers like Seymour Skinner when Bart killed him. If you know, you know. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, I guess, gspree gang. I hope this was informative but also entertaining. I'll somehow catch you the next time you catch me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, weekend, and I appreciate you so much for stopping by.